Imagine waking up at 9 a.m. to buy tickets for your favorite artist. You're hyped. You're ready. You click the link, only to get booted from the site. A message appears. You're in a queue behind 200,000 people. You wait. You refresh. You wait more. And then, when it's finally your turn, the only tickets left cost $1,200 for the nosebleeds. And that's if you even get through. No, this isn't a glitch. This isn't bad luck. This is exactly how it's supposed to work. Because behind that failed ticket purchase is a trillion-dollar trap. One company that controls it all, Ticketmaster. You probably know the name. You've probably cursed the name. But what most people don't realize is that Ticketmaster is just one piece of something bigger, much bigger. Its parent company, Live Nation, controls almost everything. Ticket sales, concert promotion, venue management, even the artists themselves. And when one company owns every step of the live music pipeline, there are no rules. There's no competition. Just one player and they always win. Think about it. If Apple made the iPhone, owned every Apple store, and forced you to use Apple Wi-Fi just to use it, that would be insane, right? But in live music, that's exactly what Live Nation does. They own the artists' tours. They own the venues the artists play in. They promote the shows. And then they use Ticketmaster to sell you the tickets, with every hidden fee, every dynamic price hike, every resale scam baked in. And they pocket the profits from every step. But how did this happen? How did Live Nation become the one company that dominates an entire industry, openly screwing over fans and getting away with it? Well, that's where the story gets wild. Because this isn't just a business monopoly. This is a case study in how to rig a system legally, how to exploit fans emotionally, how to use your size to bully artists, crush competitors, and game the law itself. This is how Ticketmaster and Live Nation turned your love for music into one of the most profitable scams in modern capitalism, and why, despite lawsuits, government hearings, and fan revolts, they're still getting away with it. And the craziest part? You don't even realize how deep it goes. To understand how this monopoly happened, we have to rewind to 2010. That's when Live Nation and Ticketmaster, two massive companies that were supposed to be rivals, decided to merge. And here's the insane part. The US government said yes. Think about that. The biggest concert promoter in the world and the biggest ticket seller in the world were allowed to become one company. It was like if Netflix and HBO merged and promised, "Don't worry, we'll still compete." At the time, Live Nation said the merger would lower prices, improve innovation, and give fans a better experience. But the second the ink dried, prices shot up, competition collapsed, and Live Nation Ticketmaster quietly locked down the entire concert industry. You see, when you control both the events and the tickets, you can do whatever you want. Want to jack up fees? Sure. Want to punish artists who use another platform? Go for it. Want to charge $40 in processing for a $30 ticket? No one can stop you. And when smaller venues or promoters tried to fight back, they got steamrolled. There's a reason almost every big artist, Taylor Swift, Drake, The Weeknd, Harry Styles, still uses Ticketmaster. They have to. Because here's how the system really works. Live Nation controls the venues. If an artist doesn't use Ticketmaster, they don't get access to the best venues. And if you're not playing the big venues, you're not making money on tour. It's that simple. But it doesn't stop there. Live Nation also owns concert promoters. These are the people who put up the money to make a tour happen. So even if an artist wanted to avoid Ticketmaster, the promoter might force them into it. Because they're all part of the same empire. And that's when things get truly dystopian. Live Nation can punish venues that go against them. Industry insiders have reported that if a venue uses a different ticketing service, Live Nation might pull shows from them entirely, killing their business. This isn't just monopoly behavior. This is mafia-style enforcement. You play their game or you don't play at all. And the people who suffer? Not the artists, not the executives. It's the fans. Ever bought a $50 concert ticket only to see the final price jump to $82? That's not an accident. That's the business model. Live Nation Ticketmaster has mastered the art of junk fees. Those sneaky convenience, processing, and facility charges tacked on right before checkout. And here's the secret no one tells you. Those fees aren't random. They're engineered to be vague, unchallengeable, and high margin. In fact, most fans don't even realize this, but Ticketmaster often takes a cut of the fees and the ticket price. And guess who else gets a cut? The venue, and sometimes even the artist. Everyone eats, except you. That $30 convenience fee might be 100% profit, It doesn't go toward better sound systems or safer venues. It's just free money for middlemen who already own the event. And when artists do try to fight back, they get crushed. Pearl Jam famously took on Ticketmaster in the 1990s. They tried to tour without using their platform. But guess what? Most major venues wouldn't book them. Promoters pulled out. And the band lost money, fans, and momentum. Even Taylor Swift, the most powerful pop star on earth, couldn't stop them. In 2022, her Eras Tour pre-sale became a historic disaster. Millions of fans logged on. The system crashed. Bots grabbed thousands of seats. And real fans left sobbing, locked out, watching tickets get resold for $10,000. Swift's team said Ticketmaster couldn't handle the demand. But the truth is darker. Ticketmaster enables the scalping. Let's break it down. Dynamic pricing means prices rise based on demand, like surge pricing on Uber. The more people want the ticket, the higher the price. This isn't about fairness. It's about squeezing every last dollar. Official platinum seats look like VIP access, but they're often just regular seats with massive markups automatically inflated by algorithms. Scalping bots buy thousands of tickets in seconds, and Ticketmaster doesn't always block them. Why? Because they still make money on resale. Ticketmaster runs its own resale platform. So every time a ticket is sold again at double or triple the price, Ticketmaster gets paid again. It's like if Amazon let scalpers buy all the PlayStations, then opened a marketplace where you could only buy them back at 5x the price, and Amazon got a cut every time. You pay more. The company wins twice. And no one else has the power to stop them. Let's be clear. Ticketmaster doesn't just control how you buy tickets. They control if you buy tickets. They manage the box office. They sell the tickets. They own the resale. They run the ticket scanners at the door. And they handle customer service when something goes wrong. It's not a partnership with the artist. It's a chokehold. And behind it all is Live Nation, a mega corporation that also owns the venues, manages the artists, promotes the tours, and books the shows. Think about that. If Live Nation manages the tour, books the venue, and sells the tickets, where's the competition? They don't just dominate the ticket market, they own the entire ecosystem. This vertical integration means they can set ticket prices high, justify fees no one understands, pressure artists to play by their rules, and block smaller competitors from even trying. And when someone does try to compete, they shut them down fast. A few years ago, a rival ticketing platform tried to undercut Ticketmaster's fees. What happened? Venues tied to Live Nation refused to work with them. Artists were quietly warned, use them and your tour might disappear. This isn't just market dominance, this is monopoly behavior. And the government knows it. The U.S. Department of Justice opened investigations. Lawmakers called for breakups. Antitrust experts raised alarms. But nothing has changed. Why? Because breaking up a monopoly that looks invisible is hard. Live Nation says, we don't set the prices, artists do. Ticketmaster says, we're just a tech platform, fees are shared. And fans? They're confused, angry, and helpless. Because there's no transparency, no choice, no refunds, no real recourse. You either play their game, or you don't go to the show. So here's the big lie we've all been sold, that when you buy a ticket, you're a fan supporting an artist. But in reality, you're a target in a billion-dollar funnel. Everything, from the tour announcement to the ticket link to the resale page, is optimized to extract as much money as possible. Not because the artists demand it, but because the system was built that way. And it's not just concerts. Ticketmaster handles tickets for comedy shows, sports games, theater, festivals, even parking in some cities. The same dynamic pricing, the same hidden fees, the same scalper-friendly model. And what about the artists? Aren't they powerful enough to fight back? Sometimes, yes. Artists like Garth Brooks have tried to cap ticket prices. Pearl Jam even sued Ticketmaster in the 90s. Taylor Swift tried to handle her own presale and got completely steamrolled. Because here's the ugly truth. Even the biggest names in music can't always beat the algorithm. Live Nation owns or controls over 70% of the major concert venues in North America. If you want a big arena, you're working with them. Period. And fans? We've become numb. We joke about the $400 nosebleeds. We post memes. We blame bots. But the real villain isn't hiding in a basement with a sneaker bot script. It's sitting in a boardroom, sipping $300 wine, watching their stock price rise every time you rage tweet about a presale. So what now? Real accountability means regulation. Breaking up the monopoly. Giving power back to artists and to fans. But that takes time, pressure, transparency. And right now, the machine is running smoother than ever. Here's what you can do. Support independent venues. Buy directly from artists whenever possible. Speak up loudly when something feels rigged. And remember, every system stays broken until enough people decide not to accept it anymore. Because in the end, the real cost of a concert isn't the ticket price. It's the feeling that the music doesn't belong to us anymore. This is Midnight Watch. Subscribe for more deep dives into the systems running your world, often without you even realizing it. Next time, we're pulling back the curtain on the next industry, doing everything it can to keep you in the dark. See you soon.